Hello, I'll be showing you guys how to set up the ZDS Framework Peacetime system. Once you download the file, it should show like this. You can drag this down here and ungroup it inside of our systems, or you can just drag the file and put it down here in our systems. If you wish to purchase the system, you can purchase it at zdsstore.org, or you can join our hub and purchase it from there. For more information on how to join our hub, please join our Discord server at discord.gg/cds. Now, once you put the system inside of systems, you just edit the settings. So for the command prefix is a command that they obviously run inside of the game. The default duration is if they don't put a time after the command, it'll default back to this. Minimum command time is a minimum amount of time they can put for the command, and then this is the maximum amount of time for that. The staff team name required group ID is pretty similar to a shutdown system. If you viewed that video, you have the team here. You put the team name, and then you can set it to nil if you don't want it team locked. And then you have the option to group lock it. But if you don't want the team lock, you can group lock it and just put the group ID and group rank, and it'll group lock. Or vice versa. If you don't want the group, just put 0 and then just put the team name. Now, if you want both, you have to set this to true and then set up both. Animation time is how long it takes for the UI to come down and go back up. I wouldn't touch any of this here unless you know what you're doing. And then this is obviously for the platform scaling. Inactive display duration is whenever you enable the peacetime, it has a active UI, and then whenever you disable it, a inactive UI will come down, and this is how long that inactive UI will stay down. Inventory lock, you have three options here. You have teams, so if this is set to teams in quotation marks like how it says here, then you put the teams down here, and what this does is it removes all the players' tools from that team. Now, if you want this for all teams, just put it to global, and if you don't want this enabled, just put it to false. To add multiple teams, all you do is just add a comma, space, and then your team, and then you can just add another comma, or you don't need a comma at the end. It's completely up to you. Remove tools by attribute is independent from the inventory lock, so it overrides it. So what that means is if this is true and then this is true, this will always override this up here. So the way this works is if there's a tool with this attribute name, which you can change this if you want, it will remove it from all players' inventory. So if you're on like a police team and then there's another person on an EMS team, they have the same tool and it has the remove on peacetime or whatever you name it to, it'll remove that regardless of what this says up here. So in order for this to work, you obviously have to set it to true. And then the way the attribute works is if we go down here, let's just go to this tool. If you go under properties here and then attributes, you just press plus and then change this to bool, and then you can just put remove on peacetime because that's what I have, and then you have to set this to true, otherwise it will not work if it's set to false. For the webhook URL, if you don't want this enabled, you can just leave it blank. If you want it enabled, just put your Discord webhook URL. This is the name for the embed, and then role ping. You just enter the role ID, and then if you want to add another one, just do a space, the quotes, and then comma. But if you don't want a comma, you don't have to add another comma. That is only if it's at the end. Log enabled and log disabled is the enabled UI, and then the disabled UI whenever those two get turned on. And then log kills is any kills that happen during peacetime. Log deaths is any deaths that happen during peacetime. And then log unauthorized attempts is anyone who tries to attempt to run the peacetime command that is not eligible to run the peacetime command. And then log failures, it just logs any errors that happens within the system. If you get any errors, just reach out to us via our Discord server, discord.gg/cds. Down here is all the UI settings. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to go over that. But I am going to set this system up really quickly and show you guys the UI. Alright, so whenever you get in game, you can just run Peacetime. If you're eligible, it'll work and it'll show like this. Obviously, it's not going to be this big. I'm just in studio and on a small monitor. This is all editable, the text, the description, all of the colors and stuff. And then if I try to run the command again, it's going to disable it. It's all automated, so if you wanted to, you could have just let the timer go and then it'll auto disable, and then that's it. As far as Discord login goes, let me pull that up to show you guys. So if we go over here to Discord, you have Peacetime enabled, Peacetime disabled, and then these two I ran with just like the seconds after it, and then these I just let it auto run. So this is the death during peacetime. If there's a death during the peacetime, it'll show like this, and then it'll also show down here. The reason it's showing down here is because I killed a player earlier. So this is what it looks like whenever you kill someone during peacetime. It says the killer and then the sex of the victim, and then it'll have the server ID, but it's obviously tested in studio, so as player 1, player 2, and then the studio as a server ID. I believe that is it for the system. If you guys have any questions, please join our Discord and make a general support ticket. Our Discord server is discord.gg/cds. Once again, if you wish to purchase the system, if you want to purchase it with Roblox, join our Discord server to get more information on how to join our hub and purchase it through there, or you can purchase it through our store, which is zdiastore.org. And for the Discord, it's discord.gg/cds.